broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
This is AfterBuzz TV. You're watching us live on the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, as well as the YouTube page, AfterBuzzTV.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, hashtag ABTV SmackDown, hashtag Dusty Rhodes, hashtag RIP Dusty. We got a lot to talk about today, but we know the main thing we have to discuss. Welcome, everybody. I'm Christian Rosenberg. Follow me on Twitter at RealRosenberg and Instagram at TheRealRosenberg. Joining me again this week, first off, man who's doing a good, his best, like, kind of Dusty Rhodes dance over here at Curtain Jerks at Scott Narver.
I could never do a better dance than Dusty Rhodes. That guy was just fantastic, charismatic, and could move like nobody else.
It's true. It's very true. And next to you, the lovely lady at Kaorius, which is spelled K-O-R-I-O-U-S. It's Kaori Takee.
Yes. Hey, everyone, and rest in peace. Sad news to hear about Dusty this morning. Really tragic. But yes, you can follow me at Kaorious, Kaorius, and also, you guys, stop over at podcast1.com and take a survey. It only takes about 3 minutes, because thank you so much for tuning in to AfterBuzz shows all the time. But guess what? We want to be better for you guys, and how we can do that is if you guys go to podcast1.com, take a survey, so we can just be better for you.
Everything to be better for our fans, because we love you guys. We love how you tune in every week to all the great AfterBuzz shows, and so many awesome things spawn from AfterBuzz, from Maria Menounos, from Kevin Undergaro, from all of us. Speaking of which, a whole new fun show on ABC is coming up. Scott was kind of beginning it with a little bit of dancing, because there's now Dance Battle America. I don't know if you've watched.
That time.
I don't know if you watched Maria's Instagram with like how Maria and Julianne Hough, they would have all these like little dance battles through it. Well, it started as a little fun thing, and then it's kind of exploded. Mm-hmm. And
it's a big deal.
Yeah, over the holiday seasons, over the last 2 years, these things got tons and tons of views with their fierce dance battles over social media. So now other celebrities like Kate Hudson and Amber Riley have joined in, and now they are challenging everybody in America. You can battle out for a chance to fly to LA and compete on the dance show. So all you got to do is go to dancebattleamericacasting.com for more information on how you can submit to be a part of this crazy phenomenon that has become Dance Battle America, and it's going to be on ABC. So you know you're going to get some more Twitter followers if you submit and get yourself on that show.
Submit and bust a move.
Bust a move,
Just
indeed.
have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's
the whole point of it. They're having fun.
That's the whole point of dancing, is you're having a good time.
That's right. So we got a lot to talk about today. Obviously, we're SmackDown. We have to do our Money in the Bank picks, but we got to begin with the big news that's gone on every piece of mainstream media today. Mm-hmm. Virgil Runnels, a.k.a. the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, passed away this morning at the age of 69. Reports were saying that on Wednesday he suffered fell at his home and was rushed to the hospital, where they were also discovering some kidney failure and more tests and other complications throughout the night, and he passed away this morning.
I mean, last I checked, that we didn't have much information on the cause of death.
No, that was the latest update that TMZ gave a few hours ago. But this one is really, really tough. Pro wrestling. One of the most unfortunate things in wrestling is you always hear about these deaths, many of which untimely. Mm-hmm. Now they could be for a variety of different reasons, but the reason this one hurts, A, because it was completely unexpected. B, there aren't many people ever in wrestling that have done all of the things that Dusty has done, between not just wrestling, commentating, booking, training, guiding the youth. I mean, the biggest things that I've been seeing on Twitter all day today was from everyone in NXT. And all those NXT superstars and divas, being that Dusty is one of the main guys down there, or the main guy down there. And how heartbroken they are for their mentor, their friend, their teacher. How he's passed away. And I think Dusty is one of those guys where a lot of people just kind of took for granted that he was there and not really realized all the things that he really did. There would be no Ric Flair without Dusty Rhodes. There would be no Four Horsemen without Dusty Rhodes. You could say there'd be no Steve Austin without Dusty Rhodes, because Dusty Rhodes was the first guy, really the first guy, a blue-collar type, the son of a plumber, where the fans really gained an emotional attachment to him because they could relate to him. So like that feud of Dusty and Ric Flair, the high-class, rich, powerful guy, you can almost say was the predecessor to Austin McMahon. So there's just so many things. I mean, Dusty Rhodes defines the word charisma, and you can make an argument again that maybe he's the best or like worst top three on the microphone at all times still. Scott, go ahead. I'm sure you got plenty to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's with death happening, it happens in all of our lives, and there are times when it's an entertainer that we love so much, and it's such a unique age that this is the time of the network, this is the time of YouTube, and I always like to look at it as this is the time to celebrate. That if you have taken this person for granted, if you have forgotten about them, and if you're not even familiar with them, this is the time. This is the time to celebrate their life, to celebrate their legacy. And he leaves a great legacy in all the entertainment that he's provided throughout the years, all the matches, all the promos, everything, his story, and also the legacy of his children, which is oftentimes, I'm sure, something that he would look at sooner than his own career. That we have, Dustin and Cody and Goldust and now Stardust, that they will carry that on, which is really unique and really wonderful that they are in the same business he's in, and we can still have that love and affection through them. And he's one of the greats. He's so fun. And as you said with the NXT stuff, he didn't have to do any of that.
No.
He didn't have to be a trainer. He didn't have to help out these young guys, but that's clearly his love and wanting to carry that on for others. And that's really unique and really, really special.
His last tweet that he ever kind of tweeted out was putting over Becky Lynch.
Wow.
Just
great guy.
Yeah.
There's some really great moments in the chat. We have Ryan Whittleson saying it's his feud with Macho King with Sapphire and Sherry.
Yeah.
We have AJ Dusty as a pizza delivery boy with a white T-shirt with the word pizza written on it in black
Those
magic
vignettes
marker.
as he was making his WWE debut.
And then one of them up here was when he came back to help debut Cody Rhodes. Great moment. And another one, Tina Keys, when Dusty was the Midnight Rider starting at Championship from Florida and later on NWA Jim Crockett Promotions.
Yeah, and a great way to learn all that, Scott, like you were saying, on the network, they have that series called Rivalries, and they have an episode of Dusty versus Ric Flair, and they talk about the Crockett Promotions and all those memorable matches and how the two of them would travel up and down with Dusty chasing Ric Flair for that NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I mean,
I look around now and I see these logos and I think of it in the same color scheme of the polka dots. I'm reminded of the black and yellow, and it's like, that was Dusty's WWF signature were those polka dots.
And they gave him that thinking he would be terrible with it. Vince wanted to punish him with it, and he put it over. Dusty defined getting over. Here's this fat Southern guy, not a good looker, not a strong guy, not a quick guy, but cared, and you felt it. Like I was saying, one of the first guys that you genuinely felt the energy, felt the excitement, felt the adrenaline from. And he catapulted so many careers and obviously helped so many other careers. It's really, there's not many people around. I mean, I don't put him in the same category as I would say of Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon was not a regular wrestler. Obviously, he's done so many things for so many people.
Sure.
But, he did literally some of everything.
Yeah.
So...
And every wrestler has a Dusty story, at least one.
That's true.
And if you really want to get great insight, one of the shows I'd recommend if you really want to get some good Dusty moments is if you watch Legends of Wrestling, the roundtable show on the network, where it's just guys in the business. It's
smoking cigars.
Yeah, Michael Hayes and Dusty Rhodes is in so many of them, smoking cigars and talking about, we sold the place out, baby. And they're hanging from the rafters and, just great stories.
That was a pretty good impression, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's going to have amnesia.
It's not quite a more Dusty Rhodes impression, but it was good nonetheless, if you will.
Who? Just kidding.
No, Rome was actually supposed to be here tonight, guys, but he literally got stuck in traffic behind some giant accident. But Rome texted me that he will be here next week, so I'm sure we'll get a Dusty impression.
He's going and doing auditions and getting it done.
Making that money.
Yeah. So
make that money.
Yeah, it's a shame, but we are in a time where we can celebrate his life still, and we can still remember.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe this Sunday at Money in the Bank, but definitely on Raw, they're going to have this huge tribute thing. I mean, honestly, I felt really bad for Mark and Hobo. They were scheduled to come on and do NXT AfterBuzz early this morning because they locked in an interview with Sasha Banks. She was going to call in, and the news broke literally like 15 minutes before they went on the air. So naturally, Sasha had to they had to reschedule the interview to another day. And all of a sudden, they had to come on, and for like live viewers who might have not already heard, they broke the news to them. So it's really tough for everyone in professional wrestling, all professional wrestling fans. But Dusty would want the show to go on anyway.
Yeah, he would.
And that is what we're going to do, baby. I can't do that very good.
I just looked at him in shock, like, whoa, that's not bad.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Hey, maybe I can do an impression once in a blue moon. So let's get into SmackDown now. SmackDown, the go-home show before Money in the Bank this Sunday night. It starts with our supposed guy who's holding the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, even though he's not officially the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Dean Ambrose, he enters through the crowd, and he's talking about how he was celebrating all through New Orleans, and they reviewed the photos that he took on Instagram on Monday night that they showed on Raw, and talking about how he's going to win the title for real on Sunday. Seth Rollins interrupts, and Ambrose is like, oh, well, if you want this title back or whatever, here. And he just puts it down in the ring and walks out of the ring. And as Rollins goes to grab it, Ambrose is like, oh, I got to be honest with you. That's a replica. It's not the real one. I was partying a lot on Monday in New Orleans, and I kept partying after Raw went off the air. And I'm not sure where the title is. I'm all over the place. I mean, right now it feels like it's Tuesday to me. Freaking love that.
That's a good line.
And of course, they edited out all the laughter that the live crowd did for that one.
Sure.
But, can you continue them to hype it up? And then we're making fun of Rollins because he lost to J&J Security on Raw. Ambrose leaves. Kane comes out and mentions Seth Rollins is going to wrestle Dolph Ziggler tonight. I guess. Okay. That was that segment.
Yeah. I mean, it's hype for the match, but at this point, I really want to see that match. Him losing the belt, it's funny and everything, but this is built to a fevered pitch, and I gotta have it. Like, I can't. I don't want to wait anymore.
Yeah, it's that line of matches. I mean, they made a lumberjack match memorable. Imagine what they can do with a memorable type match.
Yeah, that's gonna be something good.
Yeah. Intercontinental Champion Ryback comes out, takes on The Miz. Miz finally gets his match with Ryback that he was supposed to have a couple weeks ago, but then Big Show interfered in it. They gave this match a pretty good amount of time. Miz got some good offense in, but in the end, Ryback won with a shell shock. Afterwards, Big Show comes out, hyping up their match on Sunday, and he says he's going to take the Intercontinental title from him because he's been in the business for 20 years. He knows a thing or two. Ryback says, come in the ring now, and Big Show says no. That was that. There wasn't really a huge hype. I'm sorry. I'm not in my as chipper mood today because I'm just bummed out.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. I'm not. Obviously, you guys have seen me screening, and I wasn't in the.
Corey's a little crazy today.
Yes, it's true.
Is it the fact that Big Show is the first guy and there's no believability that he's going to be the guy that beats him? Is that what's uninteresting about it?
That could be part of it. The Intercontinental title, which obviously it's meant
I've
to
held
be
it for a couple months. I know. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, Scott, you're a former Intercontinental champion. You're the current King of the Ring.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Why do you say "aw"?
Because
I smoked you in the predictions.
You didn't smoke me ever.
I got it 100% right.
The King of the Ring, he got 100%. This is true.
That one.
This is true.
Yeah, the one that got me kingship.
Well.
You respect your highness.
Yeah.
Well, what has it done for you?
Got me on
It's got
That's
him.
true.
It's got him more stuff than Barrett. Barrett. But yeah, I mean, the Intercontinental title, that's supposed to be, for that up and comer, or the workhorses.
But he's never had a singles title.
Oh, Ryback, yes.
Right.
No, I'm fine with Ryback. I'm
Show.
talking about Big Show.
Right.
I got no problem with Ryback being the champion.
You got to
Big Show's been over there for 20 years. It shouldn't be someone. I'm never a fan of someone who was the World Heavyweight Champion and then goes down to the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, there's no good logic for it. Kevin Nash was always the guy that had the good logic for these types of things. Like Kevin Nash always had the logic of, if I get a title, that means I can charge more in an autograph session. That means my stock goes up. I can charge you more for an autograph. I can charge you more for a picture. Like I get on pay-per-views, I get more money. That was always simple because it's like he can fight for whatever belt he wants with that kind of logic.
Yeah, that's
Big
true.
Show just is like, I'm supposed to say this, so I'm gonna fight you.
Who would you rather think would be better for Ryback's first feud for the Intercontinental title?
Well, I know of a certain
think
guy
of
that
it.
doesn't have a tag team partner right now that I think would be a better fit for that.
He's talking about Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Since now reports are going that Tyson
Someone's awake.
Kidd. She woke up because
Booga.
Tyson Kidd may be out for a year,
God.
Oh, yeah.
which
Joe killed him. Joe already killed a guy.
that's awful.
No, Joe's gonna kill you. I mean, it's going along with the gimmick. Like he's already
tragic.
destroyed someone. Joe is already messing somebody up.
Yeah,
He's on a path of destruction.
Could not have come at a worse time for Tyson.
Yeah, it's pretty bad
it's
timing
true.
for him.
Yeah.
Did that happen to him a couple years ago too? He was
His knee.
Yeah.
And he was gone for nearly a year. Then came in NXT, tried to revitalize his career, succeeded at that,
Yep.
Yes, very much so.
and now broke his neck or something.
Now-
Such a shame.
Joe's in there. I hope they play that up at least for the sake of, if you lose out on a guy, you got to build up the story of another guy.
They'll play it up on Total Divas.
That Samoa Joe crushed him.
That's the most
Oh gosh, if Samoa Joe's on Total Divas, they got me. I'm in.
ratings. Muscle Buster.
Oh my goodness.
See what I did there? So we'll see what happens with this match, if the feud continues on afterwards, or if they're going to bring up someone else, like maybe Cesaro, for the Intercontinental Champion. He has never been the WWE Heavyweight Champion. Therefore, I am fine with him being the Intercontinental Champion, or in the hunt for it.
Right.
King Barrett versus Jack Swagger. Swagger's still employed, everybody.
Swagger's around.
Yeah. Haven't seen him in a while.
We haven't seen him in, since... I think, honestly, since the Battle Royal of WrestleMania, I don't think we've seen Swagger.
Oh, really? It's been that long?
I don't remember seeing him before then. I mean, he might have been on Superstars or something like that, but I haven't seen him
I'm going to
recently.
start calling him JT Swagger.
JTG Swagger.
Yeah,
Right.
JTG Swagger.
JTG Swagger.
Yeah, because he's hiding in the back. He's still there. I love Swagger. I think he's hilarious. But this was surprising. Yes.
That's okay.
You hear his promos? I think he's great. I still like his energy and everything, and I think he was great in the Real Americans, but it's always disappointing when you just go, and here you go. He's here. And you go, well, there's no credibility to this. He's not going to...
He's a former World Heavyweight Champion.
But it was great to
Former
see
Money in the Bank winner.
King Barrett finally get a win.
He won!
Finally.
And he nearly didn't. Thanks to R-Truth.
God love R-Truth.
R-Truth.
The
Don't
best.
mess with Barrett. R-Truth.
They need a match. They need a match.
R-Truth, Corey is calling you out.
That's right. I'm a Wade Barrett protector.
You sure?
King Barrett's bodyguard is
King
Corey.
Barrett's bodyguard.
Is Kaori
That's
Takee.
right.
You're just protecting his body.
Hey,
You're just the face. Are you protecting the face?
everything.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's a real bodyguard.
That man box is coming soon, right?
Bodyguardette.
Yeah, we got to
that's
start doing like vignettes for the man box segment. Truth like tries on Barrett's crown and robe, distracts Barrett. Swagger gets a huge clothesline on him, throws him back in the ring, hits a Swagger bomb. I honestly thought that was going to be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Barrett did kick out, regain his wits, hit the bull hammer, got the win. And this is their one show build up for a feud. For at the kickoff show, Barrett will face R-Truth.
I'm loving R-Truth right now. He's so fun.
He's pretty fun.
You know,
I'll admit
these
it.
last few weeks, it's become very entertaining, very comical, but you can't think that he's going to win matches.
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
Intercontinental Champion R-Truth. That's who should be going
Especially
after.
going
Oh
against
God,
Barrett.
with Ryback.
I think ever since the Halloween episode of SmackDown is when I thought R-Truth was just funny again. He's just funny. Anyway. with
That's
the
what won
bunny.
you over?
When he was taunting the bunny.
Right. Yeah, this guy can entertain. Give him the
Yeah.
ball. Let him run with it.
Vegeta or Vegeta, however you pronounce her name. Vegeta
should
is
be a
asking
dude.
for.
Sorry.
That's a dude.
Probably.
Okay, guy or girl? It's a picture of a cat, so I can't tell.
Oh my gosh, a cat is typing into the chat room?
Yes, and the cat wants Corey versus R-Truth at WrestleMania 32.
Let's make it happen.
I'm okay with this. I think Corey has time to train, and you can take him.
Oh my gosh.
You can
Yeah,
take
let's
him.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a finishing move yet?
I can think of many finishing moves.
Okay.
Think of.
On R-Truth?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
All right. Submission or impact move?
Impact.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Oh, this can be taken so many ways. Recap of Paige and Nikki again. We're getting recaps from what happened several weeks ago every week.
I found that really annoying, and not gonna lie. Like, we don't need to be seeing that again and again. But yeah.
Because there's not a lot of content there.
Well, that's a
There
problem.
really
isn't
isn't.
it?
Yeah, it's cool to give us a little bit of a recap of like, hey, this has been going on, but give us something new. Like, give us something memorable in this chapter of their rivalry.
Well, the equivalent of them giving us something new was Paige backstage, and Alicia comes over and says, hey, nobody speaks for me, since Paige was trying to speak for the other divas, and says she's going to take you out of the Divas title picture tonight, and walks away. And Paige is looking at her just like, what the hell?
You work here too?
Well, yeah.
This is the night where they're coming out of the woodwork.
Honestly, yeah. Alicia,
love
we haven't
Alicia.
seen in months, and I love her to death. She's my favorite. Everyone knows this. And I'm happy that she got TV time. Swagger came out of absolute no. Welcome back.
Yeah.
But the look on Paige's face, if you could like meme it, to me it said, why the hell are you involved in this? Because it made no sense.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta have the match of just the competition, for the sake of, you think you're gonna win the Divas title. Like, I think I can put you out before Money in the Bank. Let me show it to you. Because she was last a good gal.
Alicia?
Yeah.
Alicia was crazy, then she was good, then she was bad, then she was crazy, then she just all over the place.
They're booking
Most of the divas have been all over the place
They're
lately.
booking the Divas like Big Show,
I don't
where
know
it just
what-
it's turn, and you don't know. You can't follow
It's
it.
gotten a little sloppy, the division right now.
How would you fix it? After you beat R-Truth, how are you going to fix it?
After I beat R-Truth,
Dan, are you going to take the Divas title?
yes, I will take the Divas title.
Turn it into the man
I will
box.
change the butterfly into something else.
Ooh, what would you change it to?
A character from Sailor Moon.
A Pomeranian.
Or, a Pomeranian, actually. She would turn into a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is very true.
But there's a question on the chat that I thought interesting. I want to see what you guys have to say.
Okay.
But, do you think being king of the ring has messed up Wade's momentum? He says, I think so, because he only got it when Daniel Bryan was injured and had to vacate the IC title.
So he asked a question but answered it himself?
Well, he said says he thinks so. He's asking for your opinion.
Let's throw out the name. That's Joseph Boza saying that.
Boza.
King of the Ring, the last several King of the Rings has been a curse. Barrett, when Sheamus won it, he was on a huge losing streak. Regal didn't really do anything much with it. Really, the last one who was successful with it was Booker. Mm-hmm. And he ended up winning the World Heavyweight title out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, it's not... I'm not blaming Barrett for it. It's just how they're booking it.
We're just saying has he lost momentum is the question.
He's absolutely lost momentum because he hasn't won a match until tonight.
Do you think it's because he took a vacated spot is what he's asking?
I think there's no stakes to the King of the Ring.
But
That's part of the problem.
how did he take a vacated spot?
I don't know.
Because Daniel Bryan had nothing to do with the King of the Ring.
Well, but Bryan had the IC belt, so it's like, oh, here's a secondary prize for you.
Because they were going to have a match for the Intercontinental title.
Right.
But Daniel Bryan got hurt. So then whether or not Bear was going to win or not, they gave him King of the Ring. But they could have just let him win the Chamber.
Right. It's like we created 2 prizes. It's like you're King of the Ring, so you have that going on, and we have the Intercontinental Champion with Ryback. Like, that's going on. Hey, you both win. But with King of the Ring, there's no additional stakes to it. There's no other...
Yeah.
In the past, with Lesnar, it was if you won that, you then got a match for the title at SummerSlam.
It kind of made you like number 1 contender, yeah.
Right. There's nothing like that because there's so many other things. There's Money in the Bank. There's all these other things that get you that. So just having that, if he's not building a faction of a King's Court or something like that, if there's no other thing, then there is no building. There is no momentum of anything because there's no... It's just another moniker, and that guy's gone through 10 monikers at this point.
And there should be. I've always said when the King of the Ring was around, obviously you have the Royal Rumble, winner of the Royal Rumble, main events WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Now you have Money in the Bank too. Cool. Mm-hmm. You have the King of the Ring tournament. Winner of that is the number 1 contender for a title at SummerSlam.
Sure. As it was with Lesnar.
Now if Money in the Bank guy wants to cash in at SummerSlam too, fine, but that way you make the King of the Ring mean something.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat are saying he should win the Money in the Bank match.
Barrett's not even in the Money in the Bank match.
But he should win it.
Like R-Truth on Raw. I'm going to win this. You're not in it.
Hey, and if J&J Security get the boot, they should be in the King's Court.
Clarifying that they say he should be in the match and win.
Okay.
But yes, I mean...
J&J Jesters.
I like it. Jester and Jester. Mm-hmm. But now, are they in line for a tag title shot now that they beat Seth Rollins?
Why not?
Let's do it.
Shake it up.
Okay.
Recap of Michael Cole's interview with that stupid woman, Kyle Lana.
That's the best.
Stupid woman, cow.
You stupid woman, cow.
She's talking about how her feelings for Dolph has grown, but then Rusev interrupts the interview.
Wait a second. Her and Dolph Ziggler read books together. That's what she said.
And he makes her laugh.
They discuss them.
He makes her laugh.
Disappears.
Because, she's seen some of his comedy. Mm-hmm. She was at the WrestleMania show that I did with him. She might have been at Second City, where he performs at.
The thing was, she was reading a book during that show. That was the really upsetting part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was she reading it when I was on stage?
And Rusev's like, come on, comedy happening. Let's do this. Yakov Smirnoff.
Laugh, giggle, chuckle.
Mm-hmm. He's really rowdy.
Yes. Clear. He was a heckler that night.
I want to know the books that Lana and Dolph Ziggler are reading together. I really want to know this.
It's going to be like Calvin and Hobbes or something.
Whatever it is, it needs to be addressed. You can't throw that nugget out there like, you and Dolph are reading? What are you guys reading together?
Can you imagine a backstage segment and like she's just like looking at WWE Magazine and he's reading like Pride and Prejudice or something like that?
With reading glasses?
Yes. But yeah, when Rusev interfered in this, I give this guy credit. He is hurt. He should be resting. But he is on every damn show still.
That's crazy.
Keeping himself relevant.
Yeah. And he's actually, for me, he's turned me into a fan of his.
Ooh.
Why is that?
I think you're just seeing more of him talk, and he's pretty good at it,
Yeah, it's giving him a chance to talk since he can't wrestle.
Yeah. And, it's not the same, oh, yeah, Russian this, kick our asses. Okay, it's like a little different. He's vulnerable. It's interesting.
Yeah, he's getting another dimension to his character.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the guy that goes out there and waves the flag and that's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's a broken man.
A broken Bulgarian.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's like, yeah, I'm Bulgarian. That's great too.
Hey, yeah, Russia turned his back on him.
After he pleaded to Lana, she said, it's over, and got up and walked away. But she didn't necessarily say what was over.
Aw.
It could have been just this interview was over. Mm-hmm. It could have been, it's time to turn over, whatever she's cooking. Flip, maybe she's making some pancakes. Needs to flip them. I don't know.
It's over with Dolph Ziggler.
They say that women have to spell things out for men,
Yes.
or they don't get it.
Yes,
Please
we
do.
do.
I don't
Yes,
know
we do.
what you're
Yes, we do.
Please spell it out. I don't know what you're talking about.
She just said it's over. I don't know what she meant. Maybe there was a TV show that was on that ended.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
That's a medicine.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't feel well.
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah.
See, we read between the lines.
Got it.
We're men.
Let's build stuff.
Let's build stuff and make fun of other stuff. Ziggler versus Rollins. Anytime these two have a match, we know it's fantastic. This did not disappoint at all. A nice finish. Ziggler with the top rope flying cross body. Rollins reversed it and then held on the tights to steal the win from Ziggler. Ziggler was not happy about it.
Were you surprised?
Was I surprised that Rollins won? Mm-hmm. No.
Exactly.
But now I'm convinced that Joey Mercury, who pinned Seth Rollins on Raw, is ahead of Dolph Ziggler in the race to be number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Undefeated.
He's not undefeated.
As of his most recent run coming back, is he not undefeated?
No, J&J have lost many matches.
Official matches?
Yes.
What was the official match that they had?
They've had different matches where it was them and Seth Rollins versus people, and they lost. Reigns has pinned them a bunch of times.
We're talking in a handicap capacity going up against one man. Undefeated.
Chat roll, help me out. J&J is not undefeated. They're undefeated since Raw on Monday. They're undefeated since this past Monday.
Revisionist history can make anything possible.
Boza, you probably know the history. You're full of stats. Let us know in the chat roll.
Was that an order?
No, it seemed like, Boza, you're full of stats.
Yeah. It was like, hey, you
'Cause he
just let
is.
us know. Let us
Boza
know,
has like the
Boza.
dates that we won the predictions title. Obviously, he has to like flip back 3,000 pages to see the last time I won it. But he
probably
knows these things.
right now.
No, I'm saying he knows these things, which is amazing and crazy at the same time, which is awesome, which is why we love him. Anyway, Paige.
Silence.
It's awkward silence. Paige versus Alicia. Good match again. PTO for the win.
Good wrestlers.
Good wrestlers. Good time.
It's just there's
No Bellas.
But they're just like, don't get me. See the divas. Every time I talk about divas division, I just get so upset because there's no momentum there. They're just there and they're just wrestling, and it's like, oh great, cool. But what are you gonna do with these girls? Where's the story? Where's the action?
Where is it, Corey?
Don't do this.
Where is it?
Twin magic thing randomly, and then repeat the twin magic 2 weeks in a row with recaps. Like, okay, we get it.
Will we see Twin Magic on Sunday?
I mean,
Tell me how you really feel.
So you're pleased?
and
She didn't spell it out. So
No,
I'm figuring this out.
I'm
You're
not sure.
happy?
The only reason why I'm disappointed was because they had a lot of momentum and they were doing so good, and I was so proud of the Divas division. And then now it's just like, oh, let's just like do this. Let's just keep her. Let's keep Nikki with the championship until we figure out what to do.
Well, they do this in different spurts. There are certain divisions that they'll elevate, well, then some they'll kind of like coast for a little
I would
while.
love for them to fix that.
But yeah, because when the Divas division was elevated, the tag title at that time wasn't really doing much. The U.S. title at that time wasn't really doing much. Intercontinental, Dan O'Brien just won it.
Right.
Now, tag titles are going crazy.
Yeah.
U.S. title going crazy. Intercontinental Divas,
I mean, a couple pay-per-views ago, at WrestleMania, Nikki had the title, and it wasn't even a Divas title match.
No. Same with Extreme Rules. Not Extreme
Yes.
Payback.
One
Payback
of them.
was different.
And it's just, not happy.
But it will be this Sunday.
Yes, it will. But at this point, we're like,
Nah.
see?
Renee Young is backstage with the Primetime Players. What the hell was this?
I loved it.
I mean, it was entertaining.
It was biased journalism.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it was.
Thank you. Thank you for.
I liked the coming out thing too.
That was
it
funny.
was cheesy, but it worked. You know.
It's like our coming out party. No, Titus, our coming out party was last summer. No. That was your coming out party.
Yeah.
This one is our coming out party.
play on words, and like it wasn't overt, and it was just fun.
Yeah.
Like those guys having a good time translates to me having a good time.
True.
Renee Young joining in on that?
Yeah.
Come on. That's biased reporting.
She had a little rhythm going, didn't she?
did.
She had a little bit of a groove thing going. Mm-hmm. A little bit of a groove thing.
All right. THANG.
As soon as I start complimenting the girl in her groove thing chorus, all right, let's move on.
No. I'm just shocked by your thing
Thang.
and not your thing. Groove thing.
Awkward silence.
No, that was a meme coming. Shot by her thang.
We got it.
I was shocked by your thing.
Most women are. Hopefully in a good way, though, right?
Well,
I couldn't
Everyone missed all the
I couldn't understand what she was saying, so I couldn't read between the lines.
Everyone missed all the pre-conversation we were having about all that.
Yeah.
That was the bite of the show.
Yeah. Main event.
Tweet to Christian to find out all that juicy subject matter.
That's right. I almost feel like I show up on WCW hotline for that.
There are the roses showing up, the rosy cheeks.
It's hot in here.
You're
No,
blushing,
you are
sir.
turning red though.
6-man tag, Reigns, Neville, and Orton versus Kofi, Kane, and Sheamus. Really fun 6-man tag. Super chaotic craziness at the end, which you would expect because you also have Big E and Xavier Woods out there.
Biggie.
Reigns, once again, I feel like in the last 2 SmackDowns and the last Raw, Roman Reigns has successfully killed Kofi with Superman punches. And he hits, as Kofi jumps off the top rope, Reigns hits the Superman punch. He goes for the pin. Big E and Woods break it up. Hit the big ending on Reigns. And then everyone starts hitting everything. Ziggler runs out, joins the fray. Eventually, Neville climbs a ladder in the ring and flies on top of everyone. And SmackDown ends with Neville climbing the ladder and grabbing a briefcase. Could it be a sign of things to come this Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
No.
Absolutely. It will be a sign of someone else winning that briefcase.
That is
Yes.
the sign.
Someone else is going to win it on
That
Sunday.
is
That's
the
right.
sign you speak of.
Yeah.
It's like, get that picture now, because we might not see that for potentially 3 years or so.
Maybe 2.
There's an answer to your trivia right there, given by AJ0314.
Oh, I didn't know I had... the trivia as far as the last time J&J won a match? Or lost a match? When was it?
November 24th, 2010.
That's the last time they won? Or last time... Or they
Hold on.
lost there?
That's a tag match I see right
I'm
there.
so confused. Yeah.
It's not going up against one man where they are undefeated is what I'm proclaiming.
As the tag taping February 3rd. Oh, what? Really? I'm so lost now.
What are you talking about now?
Never mind.
Let's get into predictions.
Yeah.
You
let's
can't
do this.
disprove me, guys. They're undefeated against one man. Undefeated.
They are not. They've lost to Reigns.
AfterBuzz TV.
All right.
No way.
Money in the Bank predictions. Money in the Bank is this Sunday night on the WWE Network, and of course we'll have an AfterBuzz for that Sunday night. Start with a kickoff match: King Barrett versus R-Truth. Even though his losing streak kind of stopped today, I think it's going to resume again. I'm picking R-Truth to win.
Ooh.
I'm going to keep going with that heart of mine, and since I'm his bodyguardette, I'm going to say King
Bodyguard
Barrett.
Ed, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with King Barrett on this one.
Okay.
King.
Oh, you're with King Barrett.
Us
Yay!
kings gotta stick together.
Yay!
Yeah, you have to pick him by default, don't you?
It's a king thing. I don't know if you get it or not.
I'm not a king, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
It's all right.
All right. Maybe one day.
Maybe.
Divas title, Nikki Bella versus Paige. Again, I don't think this particular story has escalated enough for the title change, so I'm going to say Nikki wins and retains.
I think Nikki's going to win, but I'm going to continue doing this heart thing, and I'm going to say Paige.
Oh, you're going
So
with
you're
your heart the
going
whole
Paige?
time?
I say Nikki.
I say Nikki.
All right. Yeah, we both picked Nikki Scott. Yeah.
Yay!
Because we're both divas.
Yeah, total.
Totally.
Total divers.
Intercontinental Championship on the line. Ryback defends against the Big Show.
Ryback.
Yeah.
Ryback.
I mean,
Ryback.
yeah.
Okay. Tag team titles. This could be interesting. New Day defending against the Prime Time Players. Do we see new champions crowned?
New champs?
I say my heart goes out to PTP.
But-
That's it.
So you're picking PTP?
Yeah.
She's picking Prime Time Players. Scott.
I think it's at SummerSlam if they have one more match with PTP and New Day. That's when they'll take it. I don't think it's going to happen this quick, so I'm still going with New Day.
I am picking the Prime Time Players.
Yay!
since on Raw, yay!
Do it, make it happen.
Since on Raw, they started pushing Harper and Rowan. They brought them out. They did a 3D and everything. I can see primetime players winning, and then in like 2 weeks dropping the titles to Harper and Rowan.
That would be the best thing ever of all time.
For the record, Vegeta in the chat, he just called us Kaori.
Oh, yeah. He
Kaori?
made an equation out of that.
Kaori.
That is a clever cat.
It is a cat, too. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was over 9,000.
What happened there?
His power level is over 9,000!
Exactly. See, he got it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay,
I
anyway.
can't have it all.
All right.
Kakarot!
Still don't get it.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
Okay, sure.
All right. John Cena versus Kevin Owens, the rematch. Kevin Owens is going to win again.
I think Kevin Owens is going to win again.
I think so as well.
I can't believe we're all in such easy agreement on that one. I was not expecting that at all.
No.
I was not expecting that. Yeah.
Yay.
Crack.
I was not expecting that at all, honestly.
Really?
But it makes sense, like, for Cena to try to gain his wits and finally have one more match at SummerSlam.
That's
And
when
then
it's
win it.
the frustration of you've beaten me twice, take my title. And it's like, I don't want it. Just the frustration builds, and then it gives Cena focus.
I think it could even result in Cena saying, if you beat me a third time, I'm going to leave type deal. Like, his career is over.
Oh, I thought
if he
like,
loses the third time.
I won't show up on SmackDown anymore. It's like, John, that basically already happens.
Yeah, I mean, you show up 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So. Money in the Bank ladder match. Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston versus Roman Reigns versus Kane versus Neville versus Orton versus Sheamus. Before we answer that, our tiebreaker question. How many times will Neville jump off a ladder?
Did you create that tiebreaker question?
Yes, I did.
Oh, why?
Because it's creative.
Now, quick clarification question here.
Mm-hmm.
It's him jumping off willingly. It's not a move being done to him that's throwing him off.
Correct. He has to be jumping off willingly off a ladder.
Not
Doesn't have to be at the top of the ladder.
Right.
Can be off any part of the ladder. He can be jumping
The
off
bottom
of it.
rung?
Can he jump?
If he's on the ladder at any time and jumps off it willingly.
Okay.
Does it have to be specifically the ladder? Could it be a rope? Can it be a person?
Since the question was how many times will Neville jump off a ladder?
Look, I'm trying to read between the lines. I'm trying to do what you guys do.
Sure.
Nah.
Fair enough.
Women don't get us. They don't.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Eat, sleep, repeat. No?
Oh, fart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I don't know what one could have been.
Eat, sleep, fart, repeat?
I'm saying 3 times.
Oh, okay. I will say 5.
I'm going to say 6.
Okay. And then who's winning? Or, I mean, I feel like this is the most predictable Money in the Bank ladder match in a long time.
That's
Can
why
you,
you're
can
going
you
to
say
get this
all of them
wrong.
again?
Ziggler, Kofi, Reigns, Kane, Neville, Orton, Sheamus.
Yeah, that's not that predictable.
Kofi.
I would love so much for
gonna
Kofi
be
to win. No,
Kofi.
but it's going to be Reigns. Reigns is winning
Well,
this.
that's a pessimistic attitude that you got right
Why is
there.
that pessimistic?
Because he's like, it's going to be Reigns.
I'm totally cool with Reigns.
All right, so both of us are picking Reigns. And
Kofi.
are you staying with Kofi?
I'm sticking with Kofi.
I
Kofi's
admire,
winning this.
Did you
I
go with your
admire
heart?
you for that.
Did I what?
Did you go with your heart?
No. I went with my brain.
Finally, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins defends against Dean Ambrose in another ladder match.
Seth Rollins retains.
I think Rollins, yeah.
Ambrose wins. Reigns cashes in on
I
Ambrose.
should have went with my heart, but yeah. Seth.
Reigns will be the champion headed into Monday Night Raw. That's my thought, and we know how well I do on these things. So, feel free to tweet us and continue the conversation with us. Corey, tweet, put yourself over, tweet,
Yeah,
Instagram, all that.
putting myself over, you guys can tweet Sunday. We can live tweet together at KAORIOUS. That is my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Scott.
You can follow me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks, and you can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, which is available on iTunes and SoundCloud, while Corey makes faces near me. You can also listen to my comedy video game podcast, 16 Bits Podcast, also available on iTunes and SoundCloud.
All right, and you can follow me on Twitter at Rosenberg and Instagram at the Rosenberg, the real Rosenberg. I meant to say
sure
it like
this
that.
time?
I'm for sure.
Okay.
And we're ending today with one of my favorite Dusty Rhodes promos. It's not your typical Hard Times one. That's like the most notable one. I was talking about earlier how you just feel the true emotion and how you connect with it. And I remembered watching this promo that he gave in WCW to Dustin back when Dustin was just really started on TV, and we're gonna play it here so you can feel like like family love and the embrace and how the crowd gets into it. As we say, thank you, Dusty, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bunkhouse Buck. Let me tell you, Colonel Parker, they all nothing but chicken thieves. That's all they are, brother. Let me tell you something else. Terry Funk is nothing but a low-life, watermelon beef, egg-sucking dog. And let me tell you something about Iron Anderson. Iron Anderson, my son, offered up his innocence, and you paid him back in scorn. The hell with you, Iron Anderson.
Comment on what?
Iron Anderson has never been nothing but a walk behind her. And when you walk behind and you're not a leader, then the view never changes, baby. The view never changes, baby. The view never changes. You have the ability to be the world's heavyweight wrestling champion.
You gotta love these things. I mean, just the emotion.
Yeah, it just sucked me in, and I remembered Dusty, and I remembered how wonderful he is, and just drew me in. Like I miss him, but I won't forget him, and I can keep watching him.
And I'm sad to see that we're not going to hear this ever again, but like you said, now we have it in our memories, and thanks to the internet, we can relive these moments.
Yes, these awesome moments, as you're hearing like Dusty pleading to Dustin right now to be his tag team partner, team with a son. And you just hear the crowd, how they're just so in love with it. So it was like, oh my God, this is so nice. I mean, you don't hear reactions like that.
No, because it comes from the heart. This isn't scripted by any means.
Yeah, it's beautifully done. Dusty Rhodes, a legend. He will be missed. And we'll watch them finish up this agreement, and we will see you guys next week.
Love you, baby.
Yes, baby.
The roads are blood. I don't need a handshake. What I need now from you is just a hug and a kiss. Just seal the deal, baby.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, baby.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.